Welcome back to Wrestling Renaissance. My name is TJ Two Belts.
And I am Cole No Belts. 2K.
But you are Cole to mic'd up.
Yes, I am mic'd up.
Yeah,
a new mic.
It sounds fantastic, and you got the boom arm and everything. We're matching.
I got the boom on and everything. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And a little bit more room on my little desk in front of me, on my little table in front of me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true too. And you don't have to wear the headset anymore. That must be better.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I sometimes
I don't look quite so much like a doofus.
You don't look like a Twitch streamer when you're
yes
when you're doing that. Yeah, I prefer this type of headset over the earbuds, but I do admit on our longer shows I get a little like head stress from it sitting up there for hours on end. But I have to have it because I have to hear the show. And if it came out of the speakers, you'd be able to hear an echo of the show, which not great for production. But this is Wrestling Renaissance.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, to take my word for it. Remember Speech Jammer?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, that's how that works. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wrestling Renaissance. If you've never watched the show before, let's see if I can remember this because I don't have my script up. This will be the first time I do it from memory. Before every WWE, NXT, PLE, or TNA, and AEW pay-per-view, no, I've lost it. We examine the build-up to the shows, make our official predictions, and then on subsequent shows, we review the results and rate each match on the Co-op Entertainment Review scale of 1 to 10 and see how we did in our predictions. That was definitely not per the script. It sounded a lot.
It sounded good though.
Audio quality wise, yeah, but it sounded like a jumbled mess.
A little bit more ad-libbed.
A little bit more ad-libbed.
Jumbled, hopefully like your title defense.
Ooh, interesting. Well,
hopefully.
We shall find out. Because this weekend, this Saturday, is AEW Full Gear, which where's it taking place? Do we know? Do we have that information?
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark, New Jersey. All right. And I don't know. Do we have high level thoughts about what we think of the card?
It almost feels like it's just come together real quickly because we've gone from the last pay-per-view, which
Wrestle Dream.
I don't remember what it was. Yeah, Wrestle Dream to Blood and Guts to now this one. Yeah, in just a matter of a month.
Yeah, Blood and Guts is kind of like their Saturday night's main event almost. They kind of have that like every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's like
they have it every year. Normally it's in the summer. But this year they did it in November, which very eerily, 2 weeks before War Games.
Yeah, that is interesting. Counter programming, or counter.
You could say
counter programming, perhaps.
Yes, counter.
Yeah. So yeah, it's this Saturday, and I will say that I had a little bit of trouble with predictions for this one. It's a little more 50-50 to me, these matches. And I'm not saying that because...
Yeah, mine were a little more... Go ahead.
I was going to say, just because... I wasn't going to say because of good booking. Just because... we'll find out as we go through, but just some weird matches.
Yeah, I mean, there's things that... My predictions are what I think will happen.
Right.
Not what I think should happen.
Me too.
Or not what I think would make sense to happen.
Yeah, I completely agree. I actually changed several of mine a few times where I was just like, oh man, this is what should happen. This is what makes sense in the grand scheme of things. But AEW is not really known for doing what makes sense in the grand scheme of things. So,
right.
We'll see how that all turns out. All right. Well, shall we kick things off?
We shall. Now there are 4 matches on the pre-show for some reason.
That's crazy.
But obviously, we don't do those, but yeah, a total of 13 matches. And the show starts at 8 o'clock.
Oh my god.
In the Eastern time zone where we are.
Main card or?
I think the main card starts at 8.
So when does the pre-show start? 2 hours before that? It's called like Saturday Night's Brawl or something.
It starts at 7. Tailgate Brawl.
Yeah. Tailgate Brawl. It's probably in some of our graphics here, but the graphic also, by the way, doesn't really make any sense to me. There's a giant.
The Tailgate Brawl will be broadcast on. Well, it's a gear.
Yeah, but why is it in water?
I have no idea. Because Newark in New Jersey is like a sewer, and you associate water with the sewer. Maybe, I don't know.
Wow. Hopefully, we have no New Jersey fans. Yeah, maybe.
What I see is Tailgate starts at 7, and so I guess the main show starts at 8? Question mark.
Yikes. Well,
yeah.
If it's anything like Wrestle Dream, the real show won't start until like 15 minutes after it's supposed to start.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, especially if there's only a 1 hour.
Yeah.
Tailgate Brawl pre-show
with 4 matches. That's crazy. Plus the previews and stuff that they do in the middle. Like, yikes. Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully they do
it'll
better.
Be a nice, probably 5.5 hours. Easy.
It's not. I don't think I'll be watching live. I think I will be watching this post. But we'll see. All right, well, let's get into what I suspect will be the first match, but honestly, there's quite a few here where I was like, that could be the opener, that could be the opener. But I think what will be the opener is the $1 million match, Kenny Omega and Jurassic Express against Josh Alexander and the Young Bucks.
So I don't know how this show will make a profit at all, because in the pre-show on the Tailgate Brawl, they're also having a $200,000 match.
What?
And this $1 million match. So, I mean, $1.2 million is going out the door just for
bonuses,
rewards for matches, right? Yeah. So, I mean, that's going to completely take care of, or just negate all the tickets sold and a lot of merch, probably. So,
yeah. It's almost
or maybe this is just actual fake money. Yeah.
Yeah. It's almost as if it's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do our predictions here. Oh, yeah. Points. What was my points on this one? Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Oh, we're different right off the bat. I love it.
You went for 7.
Yep. I held it up for just a little bit longer, just for you. All right, standing by for the bonus.
All right. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this one. Who starts out for each team? So it'll be 2 1-point answers. After the initial, I'm sure the initial brawl and, the 6 of them fighting. After all that settled, who are the first 2 in the ring together to start that part of the match?
We get 1 point for each?
1 point for each. Oh, to the comment in the chat, Kentucky is okay by me.
right.
They have a good horse race every year.
The Kentucky Derby.
Kentucky Derby.
I'm Canadian, but
How about Canada? You mean the 51st state? They're okay.
Son of a bitch.
They make some really good syrup.
It's true. It's very true.
I'm not ready.
Oh, I'm standing by. Don't you worry. He was distracted by the Kentucky Derby.
All right.
3, 2, 1. So we both went with Jack, but you went with Nick and I went with Josh. Okay. Jack and Josh went up the hill to catch a pail of water. All right.
So what do you think?
Omega. I think if they, well, for a show opener, I think it is the show opener. So if it's the show opener, they usually go with, a pop for the win. So that's why I think they'll win. But also, if they give the $1 million to the Young Bucks, then it kind of ends their storyline, or the Broke Bucks or whatever. And I just don't think they're done with it yet. I don't think they would regain it in a triple or a trios match. I feel like they would earn it on their own if they were gonna get the money back. Plus, I just don't see. I don't see them pushing Josh Alexander either. So I was struggling to find a reason for them to get the win here.
I mean, for me, I think the bigger story here is the Bucks kind of turning on Omega and Jack, or I guess the dilemma inside their head of, do we really turn on Kenny? Should we trust him? Should we a friend? Whatever. I'm thinking that the Bucks and Alexander will win, and the Don Callis family will come out. They'll start beating down Jack and Kenny and Luchasaurus, and the Bucks will finally turn and help them and save them.
Interesting.
I think that's what'll happen after the match ends. They'll have the big celebration with the Don Callis family coming out. They'll start the beat down on the baby faces, and then the Bucks will turn and come back to the ring and save them.
Damn,
I think that's kind of where the story's going.
That's good reasoning. I actually like that.
But that'll only work if that team wins.
Yeah.
Or that would be the best way that it would work.
Yeah, it just wouldn't necessarily be the only way, but because like Kenny and the rest could win, and then maybe the Don Callis family comes out and actually beats down the Young Bucks, and then Kenny goes to save them and then gets in trouble, and then the Young Bucks walk away, and then they change their mind and go back and turn on the Callis family. So there's a couple of ways that they could do that, but I totally get your theory there. Okay. All right.
And then the Callis family takes $1 million, because why not?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
But then the Bucks don't need it because they've got their friend. They're back in the family of the Elite.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Max ceiling. I'm like an 8.
8. I mean, there's some story behind this, some investment behind it because of that. So
yeah,
for that, it's higher.
Yeah, and there's some great wrestlers in this match. So all right, sounds good.
And then there's Luchasaurus. Yeah,
he's not that bad. He's good. I like him. He's a little one note. He's good. Yeah, with the green tongue. Wonder what he eats to get
Yeah.
that done before he goes out there. Just like a green
Pound laters.
Yes. Green Jolly Rancher. Who knows? All right.
Yeah, something like that.
Next match. Pac versus Darby Allin. Let's do our prediction.
Instead of Pac, call him jacked.
Yeah, he's freaking roided the fuck out now. It's crazy. He's Drew McIntyre himself. Although I don't think Drew is on roids.
Worse than that. No.
Okay. This is one I went back and forth on. I'm not gonna lie. This is one I went back and forth on quite a bit. All right. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Okay, we went with Darby, but massive differences in points. Interesting. Interesting. This is why I put my face up. So I can, be like, hello, hello. Poke around there. Okay. Wow. I guess I'm kind of glad I didn't go with Pac. If you're that confident, must be a reason. All right. I'm waiting for the bonus.
You would assume that Pac's going to have help from the Death Riders. But does Darby get any help during the match? Obviously, for Blood and Guts, Darby was on the team with Orange Cassidy, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, Mark Briscoe. Yeah, those 5. Does he get any help from them, or does he get any help from anybody else? Anybody.
I don't know why I keep putting the cat back on my marker. All right. Seems like a bad idea to keep the lid on that thing. Are you wearing a CM Punk shirt?
I am.
I need to get some wrestling shirts for the show. Mine are all like gaming related. All right, 3, 2, 1. Okay. All right. All right. So I got to hear why are you so confident in Darby this time?
Because I want the story with the Death Riders to be over.
Okay.
If Pac wins, the story continues. There's no reason for it to continue.
Yeah.
Darby beat Moxley.
Yeah, that's true.
Why can't he beat Pac?
So the reason that I almost went with Pac or Pac, however he goes by, is that well, you know what? I'm not going to reveal that yet because there's another match that would affect. So I'm not going to give that away yet. But there is a reason that I was going to go with Pac. But I agree that they've made Darby look stronger. And I would hope that that's for a reason. And they're going somewhere with it. And he's going to continue to win. But also, I don't think they've ever really gone with Pac. So why would they just randomly go with him now? You know what I'm saying? That being said, though, they did go with O'Reilly all of a sudden. So, but
yeah,
yeah, I just don't see them going with Pac. Max ceiling. Thinking like a
6 for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 6. This is not Darby's strength, just a regular match. And I don't really care for Pac. He's fine, but I think he's a little
Because Pac
overrated.
did a pre-tape that they aired on Dynamite, basically saying, just you, no, don't bring your weapons, don't bring your stuff, don't bring this, just me and you, in a match, 1-on-1, and I'll show you who the better person is.
Yeah, that sounds like a foreshadowing of Darby winning for sure.
Yeah. So
right.
I mean, not that Darby needs all the gimmicks to have anything higher than a 6, but he kind of does.
He kind of does, and it's also just Pac and Darby. There's not a whole lot of mystique there. No. I'm thinking there probably won't be any interference in this match, to be honest with you. I think that'll be saved for the other one. I think you might
probably, yeah.
Yeah, I think you might get something, but like it won't be like actual interference, or Darby will be able to like dodge it or something like that.
I mean, maybe like a Daniel Garcia.
Yeah,
but not the actual main members.
Yeah, maybe a distraction.
Obviously not.
But nothing else.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on. Next up, the Casino Gauntlet match to determine the first ever AEW National Champion.
I'm ready.
I kind of want to change my answer now. No. Go with your gut.
All right.
Go with your gut. 3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay. We're both super confident on this one, though.
Well, I mean, the percentage of
exactly
of us picking the actual winner based on
like a 1 in 15, maybe.
Right.
All right, bonus.
So there are 5 people officially announced for it so far.
Okay, I didn't know that. I could only find the 2. Who else is in it?
Oh, Lashley.
Yeah.
Who's 1?
Yep.
And Shelton Benjamin, who's also 1.
Well,
Ricochet.
Yeah.
Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Okay. All right. And what's the...
That's who I've seen that has been
announced.
So there's going to be more, obviously, right? You would think. 7.5 over or under the number of people who enter. So if you think there's 5 that have been named. Over under 7.5 total. Thank you.
Okay, I'm good.
All right, me too.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Every time I've said under for this question on this match, I've always been wrong. There's always more people in this match. There's always a lot of people in this match. That being said, though...
No, the one at All In, there was like 9.
The one in London?
No, the All In Texas.
Oh. No.
The one, the MJF one.
Was it? I thought it was more than that. There was like one that was like 14.
think that was the women, or was it the women?
Oh, maybe you're thinking of 9 as the women. I don't know. I thought there was more than 10 for sure on all of them, but I could be wrong. It is AEW. I was thinking like it wouldn't have shocked me if this one ended up going super short and there was only 5 people and Lashley like dominated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But now that you've said Ricochet, I would not be surprised to see him win that. It would be good for his character and his story.
There were 14. You were right. There were 14. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember it being really long. So I was like, I'm pretty sure it was a high number.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I can see Ricochet winning. It makes sense for his character. You know, I like his heel character. It's definitely the best character work he's done in his career. And I can totally see him being third or second, however you want to say it, since Lashley and Shelton Benjamin are starting their match.
You know, that's the thing. And same thing with, I guess, with the Royal Rumble. 1 and 2, right?
Yeah.
He won from the number 1 spot. They both started at the same time.
Yeah. One was out longer, but that's about it. By like 30 seconds. As if being in the back was not equally as, strenuous.
Well, I mean, if Cody Rhodes was number 2, number 1's out there for like 8 minutes longer because Cody Rhodes' entrance is like 8 minutes long.
It's true. You could consider him getting a break, though. He's just chilling out there, and Cody's wasting his adrenaline on his entrance. Same thing with Jey Uso.
And where's his adrenaline?
Oh, God. I try to wipe those lyrics from my head at this point. Something in his soul. I don't know.
Yes.
I can see Ricochet coming out after those two and then just like running, just staying away from them until he gets help, and then winning somehow.
Yeah.
But I kept thinking to myself, who would they want as their first champion? And Lashley just stands out to me. It is a little cheap because he'd have all this help from Benjamin. But if they wanted to make Lashley strong, they would have Benjamin get eliminated well before Lashley wins. Oh, no, there's no eliminations, are there?
There's no elimination. Yeah, no. It's first pinfall or get someone to tap.
Fuck, I think you're right. I think it's going to be Ricochet now. Damn it. Okay.
The reason I picked Ricochet, they said the whole thing with the national title is it's going to be defended New Japan, CMLL, all around, right? That's not Bobby. That's not Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, you're right.
That's not Shelton.
Yep.
That's something that Ricochet would do.
Yeah, that's totally something that Ricochet would do. Although not his heel character, though. His heel character's kind of a coward, so he would like not want to defend it. Whereas Bobby Lashley's more of like I'll take on all comers. I'm a badass, even though I won't.
Man, that's true too, though.
I won't sell out to. I won't put anyone else over, but I'll battle anyone. I don't know. It's a tough call. We're split. We're 2 points on that one both, so I can see both being the winner. That's interesting. I almost said MJF because I'm like, he's got to be back soon, but he could get involved in any number of the other matches too. So plus he's still got that contract. So
yeah,
who knows where MJF's gonna land? Okay, max ceiling. I'm gonna say a 9. Because this is just one of those matches where it could be amazing or it could be a train wreck.
Yeah, but that's just kind of a cop-out to me. I'll say 8.
Okay. 8. You'll say 8?
I was going to say 7.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say 6.
That's what I say 7.
All right.
No.
All right, next up.
Could be really good.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Next up is the 4-way tag with the winning team picking the semifinals of the Women's Tag Team Championship Tournament. Match stipulation. So, mouthful. The teams are
Marina. You say that again.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to. Marina Shafir and Megan Bryan. Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa. The Babes of Wrath, who is, I assume, Willow Nightingale and whoever that other girl is.
Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, and who's the other one?
Oh, Harley Cameron. I'm sorry.
Oh, Harley Cameron. Okay. And the Sisters of Sin.
The one who's saying is Feel the Wrath.
Oh, and Willow Nightingale's the
That's
babe.
her saying. Well, I get they're the babes of wrath, I guess.
I guess. Weird name.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do predictions. It's terrible writing, but it's fine. Three, a 2, a 1. We both went with 1. Yeah. It's that percentage thing, right? 1 in 4 chance. It's like, I don't know. Okay. Waiting for the bonus.
So 4 teams enter. Which one enters third?
Ready?
Nope.
He's thinking. He's thunking.
All right.
3, a 2, a 1. I just doubled down. That's all I did.
Thought about doing it too.
Yeah. All right. So, number 1. Does anyone care about the women's tag team tournament? Really? It's literally, aside from the Sisters of Sin, they're in this match. All of them are just 2 people put together. 2 singles wrestlers put together. There's no tag teams.
Well, I mean, Marina, Schaefer and Bain, Megan Bain had Penelope Ford since she's been in the company.
Yeah, where'd she go?
But Penelope got hurt. She's hurt.
So why is Shafir in it? Because she's Death Rider.
Because she had to have a replacement for Penelope.
So Shafir was the only one around.
A replacement. Yeah.
Oh my god, so stupid.
Not Britt Baker, not
literally anyone else except for Shafir, who is
not
involved in the Death Rider
not
storyline.
Hikaru Shida.
Oh my god, so dumb.
So you got so you got the biggest one in the division, Megan Bain, and apparently the baddest one in the division with Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
Which I guess works for that type of a team, but whatever.
So you went with Shafir and Bain?
Yes, because so they can pick the stipulation for their semi-final tournament match. But they're not going to be, but I don't see them winning the tournament for the tag team champions.
I picked the Sisters of Sin. And go ahead.
That, and I think a heel team should win to be able to pick the stipulation.
That's fair.
And I figured that was the better heel team to pick.
Yeah, I went with the Sisters of Sin because they're a little darker, and they might end up picking like some sort of no DQ match or something weird. But honestly, I can also see Toni Storm and Mina Shirakawa winning it if whoever their opponents in the semifinals end up being like, who were they feuding with before? Toni and Mina. They were feuding with somebody. Toni lost her title to Chris Statlander. Oh, it was Tekla. Tekla, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like are
Tekla and Tekla is with the Sisters of Sin, Julia and Sky.
Okay. Well, maybe.
They are part of the Triangle of Madness.
Don't even get me started on factions. Fuck.
Right.
Fucking brutal.
Yeah. So you have the Sisters of Sin that are part of the Triangle of Madness.
I don't want to hear it again. That's torture.
Yeah, you need like a Venn diagram of, or a whole flow chart of teams and factions.
There's like 400 factions in AEW. It's stupid.
Oh, and Tony Storm and Mina have an official name now.
Oh no. What is it?
The Timeless Love Bombs. They had a little dance for their entrance last night too.
Wow.
A little choreographed little ditty. Not that kind of ditty, but like a dance ditty.
Sounds AI generated to me. Wow. It's all kinds of awful.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I can see Tony and Mina winning it too.
I see them losing, them being the victims of whatever stipulation match.
Mm.
But fighting from underneath and winning that match.
Yeah.
To get to the finals.
Yeah, sadly, here I see Willow Nightingale and Harley Cameron being just in the match to take the pin. Probably Harley Cameron.
Probably.
All right. Max ceiling? 5. This is going to be a clusterfuck. It's going to be a train wreck. I think.
And it's a tornado tag, too.
Yeah.
So.
This is going to be madness and chaos.
I mean, does that mean 4 in the ring at all times?
Guess is as good as mine. Last time they said it was going to be a tornado tag match. It ended up being a 2-corner or 4-corner tag match or something stupid. So
it's AEW. So, there's going to be 8 in the ring for most of the time anyway. So,
yeah,
it's going to be a cluster.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
What's 5?
Yeah,
5. You're going with 5 too. we're very agreeing on the ceilings today.
And in that way, if it's structured and rules and whatever, then it'll get better. Then it has the potential to be better than a 5.
Yeah, well, that's true. All right, next up, we got the TNT Championship, which is a no DQ match and a stipulation, which is if Fletcher wins, Mark Briscoe joins the Don Callis family. Let's do predictions. Oh, my phone turned off, so I don't have my predictions.
That's why I wrote mine down.
Yeah, when I get a third monitor for my studio setup, this won't be a problem anymore. I'm kind of using my phone as
I just erased my
monitor. By accident.
Yep.
Wouldn't be an episode of anything on Co-op Entertainment if there wasn't some sort of technical hiccup. So you're all good.
Someone had to restart because they forgot to change the graphic, but we won't mention that.
Yeah, and someone had to restart again before that for other reasons. And I actually screwed up on this one, but I don't think either of you noticed me fixing the problem. You'll have to see it on the replay. Ready?
I might. Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh, interesting. Okay.
I thought for sure you would pick Briscoe.
I almost did. Standing by for the bonus.
Well, no DQ. So Fletcher's probably going to have some help from the Don Callis family, right?
Oh, yeah.
Does Mark Briscoe get help? Does anybody come to help Mark Briscoe? Is he still up there?
Yeah, he's up there. I think he sees something. He's doing his back and forth. What do you call that? Patrol along the windowsill. Where is it?
So he's on patrol live.
He's on patrol live as we speak.
Nice.
3, 2, 1. Yeah. Okay. Hockey talkie. Hockey talkie.
That's a wash.
Kind of, yeah. There's a few points in there. All right. So I almost went with Briscoe because 99% of the time when you have a stipulation like this, it never comes true. And there is a part of me that's like, they're finally going to give Briscoe a title on AEW, you know, like with all the hard work he's put in. But at the same time, I'm like, no, they're not. No, they're not. They're going to keep it on Fletcher, and they're going to have some sort of weird story with Briscoe and the Don Callis family. Where they go with it, I have no freaking idea. But I think it just seems like an AEW thing to do.
Yeah, it does. Like, why would they give Briscoe the title now? It can only just add to the story of the Don Callis family and Mark Briscoe. Because why would they end a story?
Yeah.
Just let it keep dragging.
Yeah. This
is match number 6 between the two.
Oh my god!
Not obviously
not in the
that's
story.
Not been the story with them the whole time. Yeah, not in the whole story, but yeah.
Because the last time they had a match, this was when I was questioning why there was a 5 on the graphic.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of interested to see where it goes if Kyle Fletcher does win. Could be interesting. And
it could add to the entertainment factor of the Don Callis family. Finally, it could. They're just not very entertaining.
No, it's just a bunch of heels. That's all it really is. It would almost be like when John Cena joined the Nexus.
Yeah.
Or Orton or Daniel Bryan joined the Wyatts. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Max Ceiling.
I think last time I went with the 8 or a 9.
Yeah, I'm down. I think I went high too. I think I went too high. I'm going to say a 7.
I'll still say 8.
Okay.
Still say 8 because they're both really good.
And it is no DQ, which is Mark Briscoe's bread and butter. But
yeah,
nothing wrong with a 7. We'll see how it turns out. All right, next match. The AEW World Tag Team Championship. Bro Dido defends against FTR. Let's do predictions. Three, 2, 1. Oh, okay. All right.
Ow.
Did you say ow?
No, I said wow.
Oh.
Bonus question. During the match, not after the match, but during the match, is there any outside interference not from Stokely Hathaway. During the match. Thinking?
Yeah. Stokely doesn't wrestle, right?
No.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I was gonna change it to a yes if I thought that Stokely wrestles, because then it might lead to like a 4-on-4 type of like feud of some kind. But no, I don't think so. I think it'll be a clean. I don't know if it'll necessarily be a clean win, but it won't. There won't be anyone else. I don't think. But I do think we'll probably get the return of Copeland and Christian after the match.
It's been 2 months. Yeah, 2 months.
Yeah, it's time for them to come back. FTR win the titles, and that's perfect cue for Cope and Christian to come back and challenge for the titles. Then probably get a win sometime soon.
Yeah, probably. At World's End.
Yeah. Or have some sort of long
maybe,
feud where it eventually leads to that. I don't know. But I think it's Brodito's time to split up. I think it's time for them to go somewhere else.
Yeah, I think Bandito could definitely do something on his own.
100%.
Maybe contest for the national title or not the other title. Because the other title's getting ready to be kind of defended.
The trios?
The Continental Classic starts next week. Or in 2 weeks. I think they do the drawing next week. And
there's too many.
But yeah, the Continental Classic starting soon. Yeah.
Nothing that they do is classic because they have too much stuff. Nothing's important.
So much stuff.
Yeah. Max ceiling? I think an 8. This could be really good.
Could be, yeah. But I'm just getting tired of FTR.
I mean, I'm definitely tired of FTR. I completely agree with that. They are so boring.
They're like that tribute rock band that just won't go away. Just comes back playing the same music, same songs that they've been playing for so long.
No flips, just fists.
That's all they are, is just a throwback tag team that
doesn't change.
Just mimics every team from the 80s.
Yeah,
Midnight Express, Tully Arn, and
they need to reinvent themselves somehow.
Yeah,
I agree. But they do good. They do put good matches on, and Brodito is quite good. So
they try too hard to do it though.
FTR or Brodito?
No, FTR. Like a lot of their stuff just seems so pre-planned.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like a whole lot of just pre-planned spots.
That's true.
They try to do just to look really good.
Well, it's AEW. You know, if every match isn't a 5-star classic, then
it's like they're trying to put together a 5-star match rather than put together a good match.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Gotten into that AEW way of just trying to produce a 5-star match rather than perform a 5-star match.
Wow. Deep. That's deep. Damn.
It's the new mic.
It's the new mic. No, seriously, that's a quote right there. Damn, son. Cutting deep there. Okay.
I have to write that down.
That was really good. Yeah. They're, trying to produce a match rather than perform one. I mean, that's damn. So accurate. All right. Next up. We've got.
You say yours was an 8?
Yeah, I went with an 8. Yeah, what did you go
I'll
with?
go 7.
Okay.
7, I guess.
All right, no holds barred. Jon Moxley versus Kyle O'Reilly. Yeah, my phone. Let's see. All right.
We skipped this match for now.
Oh, he's having trouble making a pick.
You probably don't know that.
Okay.
All
right. 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting.
All right. Haven't really seen one that might go this way, but obviously one of these is known for doing it a whole lot. And one of them, the other one did it a whole lot last week during the Blood and Guts match. Who bleeds first, Moxley or Kyle? And does no holds barred also mean no DQ?
Yeah, I assume so. AEW has the same stupidity that WWE has in having different names for the fucking same matches. It's fucking annoying. No DQ, street fight, no holds barred. They're literally all the same. There's no disqualification, but you have to do the pin or submission in the ring. That's it. They're all literally exactly the same.
And then there's false count anywhere for that.
Which sometimes has no DQ and sometimes doesn't, but you can always pin them outside the ring. Yeah, it's just chaos. Just pick one name, people. That's all I gotta do. Oh, I don't know where Dante went. He went hunting, I guess. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1. Of
course.
Lots of bonus squashes. Yeah, I think Kyle will get his revenge for what happened at Blood and Guts. Because he was bleeding like crazy.
Yeah, but the good guys won.
Yeah, but Kyle was like bled to shit. So I think Kyle will come out. And plus, they have to make Kyle look good. Because I don't think a whole lot of people think he's going to win this match. So he's got to come out like guns blazing and just take it to Moxley, and Moxley's got to be like taking him back. You know. I also think that
so if he wins though, what does that mean for Moxley, and what does that mean for the Death Riders?
There's a part of me that thinks that the Death Riders is coming to an end, and it's going to be everyone turns on Mox in the Death Riders. If you think about it,
Kyle is the one that's going to start that?
No, I don't necessarily think that he's going to be the one to start it, but if Moxley can't beat Kyle O'Reilly after losing the Blood and Guts match and losing his title
to Kyle,
to Kyle, and losing his title, and like he keeps losing. He lost to Darby, like he just keeps losing, right? So like, at what point are the rest of the Death Riders going to be like, "Why are you our leader? You can't win shit." So I think,
I mean, it's like Kyle's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. To say it for all the other ones to say, okay, we don't have faith in you anymore.
I mean, it makes sense. They can't go with like a super established guy, because if they go with a super established guy, then it's like, well, I can understand that him not beating Adam Page, or Swerve Strickland.
That could have been Darby.
It could have been. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a great idea, and I don't know what their plan is with Kyle O'Reilly, but they wouldn't have had him look as amazing as he did in Blood and Guts just for him to lose this match. Just doesn't make any sense.
This is AEW we're talking about. Of course they would.
Well, that's true.
Which is why I went back and forth even up until when I was writing the answer down.
Yeah, I originally went with Mox, and then I was like, I got to go with what.
Remember when we were talking about remember when we were talking about what they should do and what
they will do.
We think will happen? Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I totally get where you're coming from.
Yeah. This is the one where I went with what I thought they should do rather than kind of what I thought they would do. Because I don't know. Mox isn't the one or Kyle's not the one to end the Death Riders.
And just to be clear, I'm not saying specifically that they'll turn on him now, but right. I think his losing streak is going to continue, and at some point they're going to be like, well, you're not our leader anymore, and someone else will step up to lead the Death Riders. That's my thought. Although who that is, I have no idea, because their entire team is filled with no charisma people.
Yeah.
Pac, Claudio, Garcia. Who else is there?
Wheeler useless. Yuta.
Yeah, he's not going to do it.
And Marina.
Yeah, and then Marina Shafir. So maybe a new person joins the Death Riders and takes over. I don't know. Who knows? All right, max ceiling on this one. 8?
5.
Wow. Okay. This could be amazing.
6.
Okay. All right.
I just have no investment in Kyle O'Reilly because up until the last 6 weeks,
he was nothing.
he's been like a pseudo comedy character.
Yeah. I know. I get it.
He's been the goofy guy in the conglomeration.
Keep in mind, max ceiling means, what the max, like if they did everything right, if they did everything right, that's what I think I could give it.
6, yeah. I just no.
All right. That leaves a lot of room to improve and to impress you, so that's good.
Yes,
nothing wrong with that. All right. Next match. AEW.
Speaking of leaving room for improvement.
Yeah. AEW Women's World Championship.
Here comes Mercedes.
Indeed. Chris Statlander defends against Mercedes Moné. Mm-hmm. 3, 2, 1. Whoa! We finally disagreed. All right. Almost equal points too. Interesting.
So they've had one in the 6 years of AEW. They've had one of these matches happen. Over under 20 minutes for the women's match.
What did you mean by the way they've had one?
They've had one women's match go over 20 minutes.
And do I think this is going to be the one?
Not counting the Blood and Guts and the Gauntlet match. They've had one-on-one women's match go over 20 minutes. Is this number 2 or is this not number 2?
Oh, okay. We're different there, finally.
I like it.
Some people are wondering if this might be the main event, and I'm like, really? All right. If we find out that it ends up being the main event, I feel like Monet's definitely winning.
So I actually thought about doing another bonus question. Not for this match, but just in general.
Okay. Do you want to save it for the end and do it?
Sure.
Okay. Did I just seal my fate there? All right. Yeah.
I don't know. It is 1 point.
Yeah. You never know.
And we have had 1 point wins before.
Yeah. So, this match should be okay. I have nothing invested in Chris Statlander, even though I think she's really good in the ring. But I don't think that's Monet's time. I think she's going to continue to get more titles. She's going to continue to build up that repertoire, and she's going to continue to occasionally lose her world title matches until a certain point. And it's going to be incredibly obvious, I think, at that point that she's going to finally win the big one. But I don't think it's her time yet. I think this match is going to establish Chris Statlander as not a transitional champion. And Monet will continue to win other titles. I think she just won the ROH TV title.
Well, she had the interim TV title.
Okay.
They had the interim TV title because Red Velvet was hurt, who was the champion. So Red Velvet got hurt, and then they had the interim title, so they could have someone defending it. That's what Mina had, and that's what Mercedes got from Mina.
Oh, okay.
At the last pay-per-view.
So she's 14 belts right now, I think.
So then on Dynamite on Wednesday this week, they had the unification title, or the unification match between the interim title holder, Mercedes, and the actual title holder, Red Velvet. And that's what Mercedes won.
Okay.
So I don't know if Mercedes is counting that as 14 or not.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I just don't think it's Monet's time just yet. But clearly you do. Or did I sway you?
No.
Okay.
Did I? I don't know. I was swaying back and forth on this. I know what I wrote down, but I think in my head, and my reasoning for my vote, or for my pick, I think was a justification for Stat to win. Because the justification I was thinking was, well, it's not for Mercedes' title, so she can lose.
Right.
It's only for the World Championship, so Mercedes can lose.
Which is exactly what happened with Tony.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. They're protecting Monet and her belt collecting marathon. But they're also making Chris Statlander look good by having her win. So I just don't see Monet winning this yet. I think she will. I think that's the ultimate purpose of this belt collectathon, is that, either she's going to collect every belt that she can and then she's finally going to win it, or she's going to start losing all of those belts, and then when she finally loses her last belt, she's going to win the world title. It's got to be one of the two. I just don't know which one. But I don't think we're at either of those points right now, clearly.
Okay.
I think there's more belts she's going to win. I think she might hit like 20 or something stupid, something absurd like that. And she'll walk into a stadium show with 20 belts and, and then win the world title, and then just be like queen bitch of the universe.
Retire
right there. Yeah. Yeah. What a bitch it's going to be for her to go back to all these companies and give them their belts back. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
And if you're these 12 other companies,
right,
you want to be the last belt that she loses,
right? Like it takes so long. takes so long to get it
Yeah.
back if you're last. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, Max ceiling on this.
It's like wow, you've lost 12. You know, this belt means nothing now. This is the last one for you to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max ceiling. I'm thinking like
but yeah,
I guess 6 for me.
It might surprise me. 7.
Okay. If it's the main event, I think Monet's winning. That's my thought. But I don't think it'll be the main event. All right, that leaves us with the main event, what I assume will be the main event, which is the AEW World Championship. Adam Page defending against Samoa Joe. Predictions. Oh, it's a steel cage match. I should have said that.
Because why not?
Yeah,
it's been a long time since we had a steel cage match in AEW, right?
Oh, tons of time. What, 2 weeks?
Like, yes. Well, as of this recording, 8 days. Jesus. 10 days after, 10 days after Blood and Guts.
I like how you say blood and guts and then had to take a drink. Yummy. A little bit of, any iron taste in that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
Aluminum maybe from the can, but no.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm good. He's thinking. He's not sure, but he's thinking.
This is one of those where what makes sense
might not be what they're gonna do. Yeah, I know. I had the same thoughts on this one too.
It's like, what's the point? AEW.
Yeah, exactly. AEW.
It's AEW. All right.
3, 2, 1. Okay.
All right. So at the end of the last match that they had at the last pay-per-view, it took 3 buckshot lariats to take Joe down and win the match. How many buckshot lariats does Adam Page hit during the match?
The whole match or just the ending?
The whole match. The whole match.
So we have to get it dead on?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Interesting.
So if you remember, at the end of the last match at Wrestle Dream, that's when Samoa Joe turned heel, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Ops came down and beat down Page afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you turn Joe heel? Why did you turn him heel?
For Page to have some competition,
Why not?
I guess. Yeah, something to do. I don't know. Yeah,
why turn Joe heel if you're just gonna have him lose the rematch? What does that do for Joe? What does that do for the group?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I picked Joe, or that's why I nearly picked Joe, because there's no point in turning him heel if he's just gonna lose.
Yeah, I know. I've been trying to figure that out myself because I almost went with Joe, and I was like, they're not going to give it to Joe. They're just not going to do that, right? But why have a rematch? Like you said, why have a rematch?
Why have a rematch and why have him be heel for it?
Unless Joe is just in that part of his career where he's like, I'll put over people. It's fine. But it's Paige. He doesn't need to be put over. So
Right.
You couldn't find better opponents to do that? I don't know. It is weird.
I can see one scenario.
Yeah.
Where Joe wins. Joe wins the title.
Okay.
We get a returning person. Either that night or in the next couple weeks. And the main event is set for World's End of Samoa Joe defending his title against MJF.
Where MJF is the face.
Where MJF lost his title when he was the champion and who he lost it to. He lost it at World's End to Samoa Joe.
So he's back for revenge. Long-term booking.
He's back for his revenge at the same event where he lost his belt to the same person he lost it to.
You know what? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, because the championship match that he has, the contract he has to book it in advance, right? He can't just cash it in.
Correct.
I don't know. I guess that's definitely possible. You would think MJF would return tonight to set that up. How do you do that in a steel cage? And how do you do that without him interfering in the match? Unless that's why Samoa Joe loses. Is he costs him the title, and then MJF's first feud back is with Samoa Joe, and then he goes on to win to go for the title some other time. I can see them doing that.
Something.
I don't know. It is weird though. It's
I'm
really
still stuck
weird
on the whole thing of why do you turn him heel just to get a rematch and then lose?
Yeah, that is true. Well, you had a chance to go with Joe.
So then,
we'll see if.
So then in my head, I tried to play, okay, well, what can happen to make sense of Joe winning the title? And that's what I come up with is MJF returns and Joe's basically a transitional champion to get the belts on MJF.
Yeah. I will say, though, if Joe does win, you still blocked out because I put way more points into this match than you did. So
that is true.
So either way, I think you're okay. Unless Joe doesn't win, and then I gain some ground. Yeah.
But if Joe wins or if Paige wins and Mercedes wins, then I'll be okay. Because I put a lot of points on Mercedes.
Yeah.
Put points on stat.
Yeah.
But that's why we've got the confidence points.
Exactly. That's the whole point. Yep.
That's
the whole point.
It's not just the
points.
Picks. It's the confidence points.
Yep. And the bonus points.
That really make the difference.
They all count.
Yes.
They all count.
Yeah.
All right, max ceiling on this one. 7.
I'll go 9.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
This might just be a personal thing, but I hate steel cage matches. I think I can tell you like 2 that I've liked like ever. Like I don't like them. I think they're really irritating and limiting. Oh, by the way,
it depends on what rules they use for it.
Yeah, I hate the escape the cage rule. I think it's stupid. I also completely and utterly despise the door. That door should not open. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life. I agree with Jesse Ventura. That door is stupid. It's a cage match.
Hopefully you don't get removed from this podcast like Jesse Ventura did.
Yeah.
From doing Saturday Night's main event.
Yeah, I don't think they liked it when they were crapping over on. I don't think they liked that. He's disappeared.
He's not appeared since.
Nope. He's been gone.
Yeah.
That is so funny. He must have got so much heat backstage for shitting on a match concept. Yeah. By the way, I went with 0 buckshot lariats because it's a steel cage match. I don't think he can do a buckshot lariat with the steel cage there.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. We got a point over on you on that. Yep. I wouldn't put it past him to figure out a way to do it. Some crazy way, or he breaks the cage open and does it anyway. Like, who fucking knows? You know. But that's why I went.
Or maybe
with 0.
they've got room around the outside of the cage.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw like an actual cage match in AEW. Like if the cage was like to the ground or if it was to the apron, like it is in WWE. Like I don't know. I mean, it is to the ground in WWE, but it's like right up against the apron. So I don't know.
Yeah,
we'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that is it. That's our predictions. We are locking them in. They're in. You can't change them. They're there. You're never going to get it back. We will open them next week after Full Gear and see how we did. See if I'm still champ at that time.
We shall. We will.
We will. Let me get that back on my shoulder as we do the outro here. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been Wrestling Renaissance. Oh, wait. You said you had a bonus question. Wait, what? Whoa, there was nothing came out of your mouth there for some reason.
The bonus question?
Yeah, you had like a show bonus question of some kind.
Sure.
What was that?
Which match is going to be the main event?
Oh, you were going to go with that. Okay. Well, mine's already kind of spoiled because that's the whole point of what I do. So, you know mine. So you do have a slight advantage.
Fuck it. Just keep it the same.
Keep it the same? All right, keep it at the same.
I'll still say, yeah, Paige and Joe.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Wrestling Renaissance. If you want to reach me on the socials, I'm at TJ-Leo on BlueSky.
And I'm at Cole2K on BlueSky and X.
You can email us at co.op.podcast@gmail.com. Don't forget to comment, like, share, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and join the Co-op Club Discord community server, where myself, Colt2K, Sim31, and so many others are talking about wrestling, video games, movies, music, everything. And if you're so inclined, patreon.com/co-op entertainment, where you can throw us a few bucks and help out the channel. Cole.
Yes, sir.
Take us out.
Well, that does it for our AEW Full Gear predictions. TJ is once again defending the predictions championship because apparently he's just allergic to losing, while I'm convincing myself that this is the week that my totally foolproof strategy actually works. Full Gear is going to expose somebody, and we'll be here to laugh about it either way. This is Wrestling Renaissance. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, keep the Renaissance alive.